complete two-stroke engines.
What's up, everybody? So first off, let me show off my new bike. So the plan is I'm going to strip all the paint down to just raw aluminum, and then I'm going to put several layers of clear coat so it'll be silver. I'm going to take the that rear rack. I have some memory foam I'm going to cut out and make a seat and wrap it with a saddle blanket. So then I'm going to flip the seat around and attach it to the seat post, and that's going to be my new seat, like a cafe racer style seat. So I have chronic Lyme disease. The CDC just finally admitted that it is real. Half the time I go to doctors, most of the time I go to doctors, they tell me it's not real. Nurses are better than doctors. They actually listen. But how are you going to tell me that the disease that I have, all the symptoms that I'm feeling, don't exist? So anyway, finally the CDC now admits chronic Lyme disease exists. I've had Lyme disease since 2019, and then 2020 was COVID. I worked every day through COVID, 2020, 2021, and every single day people would fight with me over masks. And so Lyme disease gives me like almost like an early onset dementia is one of the symptoms. It's the worst symptom to me. But part of that is rage. When you're getting dementia, then you start getting rage. And then on top of that, I have CPTSD from my childhood. And then I was realizing just recently, the past few days, that every day during COVID, when I had to fight with people about masks, and I had to work every single day, and that whole time I was in extreme physical pain with this Lyme disease. It felt like my entire body felt like I got hit by a truck. And so now I'm out walking. I do walking meditation, trying to keep my head straight, trying to find balance. But I have so much rage from the PTSD that I think everyone wants to fight me all the time. And so I'm going through this self-therapy right now. What I'm doing is I'm telling myself I want good, I want to see good, I want good around me. So I'm going to make good around me. I'm going to create good around me. So when I lived in Colorado, I lived there from 2016 to 2021. I ended up living in my car, in my Subaru, out in the woods. There's free camping, and it was awesome, actually. I loved it. But I was taking camp showers, and so I could have gotten bitten by a tick then. And then in August of 2019, I smoked DMT for the first time, and when I did that, I laid my head down on a log in the woods, and that was right when all of the worst of my symptoms began. So I could have been bitten by a tick then. I think I've had this since I was a child in Alabama, in the woods. I used to get bitten by ticks all the time. My uncle Phat was always covered in ticks, and I used to feel bad for him, and I would get too close to him. So when I was a kid, I couldn't run. That's why I got into skateboarding and riding bikes, because I can't run. Ever since I had my appendix removed when I was 9, I can't do any type of cardio. I can't play basketball. And anytime if I don't get enough sleep, I get extremely sick. And so I could have had Lyme disease my whole life. I think I have had Lyme disease my whole life. Anyway, I was in the live chat earlier tonight, and people were making racist jokes, and I'm not okay with that. So this is why I do my walking meditation. I love you guys. Be good to each other. I just sprayed everything with neem. I'm using this stuff. Cold pressed neem is the way to go.
has neem oil. Because I think I saw some aphids, I'm not sure, on my peppers. So, the other types of neem oil that are not cold pressed, there's different manufacturing methods, and it's like they're not, basically not full spectrum. But this stuff worked. I had spider mites, and they're completely gone now. But then I saw these little white specks on my pepper plants that looked like possibly aphids, and they keep, it seems like they're coming back. I'm not sure, but it could just be like dust or something. But the neem won't hurt. There's my cucumber pea. I think these might be snow peas. I'm not sure. I bought them at the like Oriental market, and it's not in English. I had to translate. It said peas, but I think they might be snow peas. Chopped and dropped all of my lentils, and actually tons of microgreens that were in here. Baby greens, microgreens. And this is what's left, is lots of kale and radishes, arugula. These radishes these were just kitchen scraps from the food bank. I don't know if my blackberry is gonna make it. This is the one that's left. Still looks like there's some green. But I might not have grabbed the right kind of branch to make a good cutting. So I need to go back. This is celery I got from the food bank. It was really gross looking, so I put it in some water and it started putting out a root and growing all this nice fresh green stuff in the middle. I cut all the gross out stuff on the outside, and it's just growing good new fresh green growth. The peas are fun to grow because they yield well, and it looks like I pretty much got the amount of seeds down. I've used about 55 to 60%. Fills up the tray, and then I soak them, and they swell up after they soak, and that seems to be about perfect. The lentils, actually the cheap lentils that you could buy off the grocery store are better than these. These are from the Oriental market, and they grow like crap. They all sprout, but they don't grow very well. So, just using those up. More peas. My cilantro sprouted.